Ever feel like everyone else has their life all planned out and
Yeah.
you're just trying to like figure out where you fit in?
Right.
That's kind of Violet's life in Fourth Wing.
Yeah, definitely.
So get ready because we are diving deep into a world of dragons and brutal training and political intrigue.
It's a lot.
It's a lot.
It's intense.
Yeah, so right away you feel this tension because Violet's mom,
Oh, yeah.
General Sorrengail,
Intense.
is basically forcing her into this dangerous writer's quadrant.
Yeah, it's like the furthest thing from what Violet wants.
And she'd rather have her nose in a book.
Exactly. She's a scholar at heart.
Yeah.
You know, she wants to learn. She wants to be surrounded by knowledge. But in Navarre, if your name is Sorrengail,
Oh, yeah.
you're going to be a dragon rider.
You're going to be a dragon writer.
Like it or not.
But even if she did want to be a writer,
Okay.
the training is insane. The parapet walks, the gauntlet.
Brutal.
It's like designed to weed out anyone who doesn't have a death wish.
But it's not just about surviving, though, is it? It's about finding your dragon partner.
Yeah, that's where it gets really interesting.
That's the key.
Because in Fourth Wing dragons, they choose their riders.
It's true.
Which makes you wonder, what did those dragons see in the people who tormented newbies on the gauntlet?
Right. Good question.
But yeah, let's talk about the dragon choosing ceremony,
Okay.
aka threshing.
Even the name sounds intense.
It does sound intense.
It's a life or death decision.
Yeah.
Made by creatures far more powerful than any human.
And the crazy part is the dragons don't exactly roll out the red carpet for Violet.
No, they don't.
It's like you can sense her hesitation, her fear.
Yeah, like, come on, do you want to do this or not? We don't have all day.
Exactly.
But it just goes to show that a dragon's choice, it isn't random.
Right?
They're not just looking for the strongest or the bravest.
Mm-hmm.
There's got to be something more, something deeper.
Yeah, and then there's this one dragon, Tairn,
Oh, yeah.
a really powerful black one.
He's been flying solo.
And you're just like, okay, what kind of person does it take to bond with that dragon?
Yeah, what does that say about you if he chooses you?
And just when you think you have it all figured out,
Uh-oh.
two dragons choose Violet.
What?
Tairn and Andarna, a rare golden feathertail, which never happens.
It's unheard of.
Very unheard of.
Talk about defying the odds.
Right.
It's like the universe is saying, we see you, Violet, you're special, even if you don't believe it yet.
Exactly.
But here's the thing about feathertails.
Right.
They're known for being gentle, almost pacifistic.
Right. They're not really fighters.
And they can't channel power to their riders like other dragons.
Interesting.
So for Andarna to choose Violet, a girl who's basically been shoved into this life,
Yeah.
it makes you wonder, what do they see in her that everyone else is missing?
Mm-hmm. That's a good question.
What's so special about Violet?
Right. What is it?
And we can't talk about Violet without mentioning Zadanda.
Oh, Zedin,
Yeah.
this brooding, powerful wing leader.
Yeah, he's...
And the sparks between him and Violet.
Oh, yeah, right off the bat.
Talk about electric.
From the very first encounter.
Yeah.
You know, he's got all this mystery surrounding him.
Right. The weight of his father's betrayal on his shoulder.
Exactly. And then you have Violet
Thrown into this world that she never wanted.
trying to find her place, and they both have these hidden strengths.
Yes.
And that tension between them.
Oh, it's palpable.
It really is.
And it doesn't help that Xaden is the son of the great betrayer.
Right, the one responsible for her brother's death.
Like, talk about a shared history with some baggage.
Yeah, that's a lot to unpack.
And as if that wasn't enough, his dragon skull is Tairn's mate.
Of course, adding another layer to everything.
Like, talk about a recipe for disaster.
Or an epic love story. Who knows?
Right.
And the fact that their dragons are mated.
Mm-hmm.
You know, mated dragons usually bond riders in the same year.
Really?
Yeah, it's like this deeper connection. Like they're
Right.
meant to be together for some reason.
Interesting. So it's like destiny has a plan for them.
Right? But is it fiery romance or fiery destruction?
Right. Speaking of fiery destruction, we have to talk about the Venin.
Oh, the Venli.
These corrupted griff riders.
They're terrifying.
Like a plague on this world.
Literally eating away at the magic.
And they're in cahoots with Navarian rebels.
Oh, yeah. Things get complicated.
Talk about a tangled web.
Yeah.
It makes you question everything. Who are the real enemies here?
Exactly. And what lengths will they go to for power?
Right. And there's this one scene where Violet is looking through these old battle reports.
Okay, yeah.
And she notices this discrepancy.
Interesting.
This attack on a remote outpost that was never officially documented.
Suspicious.
It's like a loose thread that unravels the whole tapestry.
I see it.
And it turns out Liam,
Violet's shadow?
yes, he was there.
No way.
He witnessed the attack firsthand, And the one who ordered it was his own father.
General Melgren.
General Melgren.
Wow, talk about a plot twist.
Talk about a betrayal. Working with the Venin, supplying them with weapons and intelligence.
That's huge.
It shakes the very foundation of Navarre.
If you can't trust a war hero, who can you trust?
Right. And it makes you wonder, what else is General Sorrengail keeping from Violet?
Ooh, good point.
Because, let's be real, her mom is great at keeping secrets.
That's true. I mean, she kept this whole Dragon Rider thing under wraps for how long?
Exactly. But finding out that your own mother knew about the Venin all along.
That's gotta be tough.
It's a tough pill to swallow, for sure.
Yeah, so you have this really compelling conflict between them.
Totally.
You know, you can feel that sense of betrayal from Violet, like, you don't even trust me.
Right.
But at the same time, you can kind of understand where General Sorrengail is coming from,
Right.
trying to protect your kid from this world.
It's tough love.
It really is.
But in the middle of all this chaos, the relationship between Violet and Xaden,
What happens?
it starts to blossom.
Oh.
Like the danger and the shared experiences,
Yeah.
really forge a bond between them.
It's a classic story.
Right, like that scene where they are trapped in the burning city.
Oh, yeah.
And Xaden shields Violet from the flames with his own body.
He's definitely got a hero complex.
Right. And later, when she's poisoned, he refuses to leave her side.
Talk about a man of action.
Yes. But it's not all action and fiery rescues.
Okay.
It's the quiet moments.
Yeah.
The conversations where they let their guard down.
Vulnerability.
Exactly. That really solidify their bond.
They challenge each other.
Yes. They challenge each other to grow, to be better,
You hit the nail on the head.
to confront their pasts, and to become their true selves.
It's all about seeing each other for who they truly are.
Absolutely. So we've got this rebellion brewing political intrigue
Yeah.
of forbidden romance dragons.
Yeah. It's a lot.
It's a lot, but it feels like we're only scratching the surface here.
Right.
What really happened during the rebellion?
That's the question, isn't it?
And what is General Sorrengail not telling Violet?
Well, Yarros does leave these little clues.
Oh, yeah.
Like breadcrumbs throughout the story.
Right. Like that scene in the archives
Okay, yeah.
where Violet and Xaden find that letter from her father.
Oh, right.
He's talking about folklore and remembering the past.
And how important that is.
And he warns against those who would try to control history.
To erase it.
Exactly. Like they're trying to rewrite what happened.
And he says, it only takes one desperate generation to change history.
Ooh, chills.
Makes you think.
So it's like he's hinting that the official story of the rebellion, the one everyone believes,
Yeah.
is a lie.
What if it's a fabrication?
Right. A way to control people through a made-up history.
Exactly.
And if that's true, who are the real villains here?
Who's pulling the strings?
It's giving conspiracy.
Guy.
And then there's that conversation between Xaden and Mira,
Okay.
where she accuses him of using Violet to get revenge.
Oh, yeah, that's a juicy one.
But then he turns it around and says it's actually General Sorrengail who's using Violet.
As a pawn in a bigger game.
Yes. Like, she's playing chess, and we're all just pawns.
It's true, and you don't know who to trust.
And then he drops that line about mated dragons bonding riders in the same year for a reason.
Oh, yeah, what's that about?
Right. Like he knows something big.
He's got secrets.
Major secrets. So we're left wondering, is General Sorrengail really who we think she is?
Right? What is she hiding?
What if she was fighting on the wrong side of the rebellion?
Ooh, that's a thought.
Or what if she had to make an impossible choice
Yeah.
to protect her family or her country?
Or maybe even her own secrets.
Right. Maybe she's trying to protect Violet from something even bigger than the Venin.
It's possible.
And just when you think it can't get any more complicated,
Oh.
Violet wakes up in Arisha,
What?
the city that everyone thought was destroyed.
I know, right? Talk about a cliffhanger.
How did she get there?
Who took her?
What does it all mean?
So many questions.
It's like all the pieces of the puzzle are scattered everywhere.
And we're just starting to maybe see how they might fit together.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's what makes Fourth Wing so good.
It really pulls you in.
It keeps you guessing until the very end.
It really does.
It makes you question everything you think you know about this world.
And everyone in it.
So if you're looking for a story about love and loyalty and betrayal and dragons,
Oh, and don't forget the dragon.
this is the book for you.
It's got a little bit of everything.
It's got everything. And it's just the beginning of Violet's story.
Right.
There's so much more to come.
I can't wait to see what happens next.
Me neither. So if you're ready for an adventure,
Yeah.
pick up Fourth Wing.
You won't regret it.
You definitely won't regret it.
And that's a wrap on another deep dive.
Until next time.